2 and 1. We are live. What is up, family? ATG family. We are on episode 76. I always have to look it up before because we're just popping out episodes left and right. I just want to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for subscribing. We've had some massive guests on lately, and the show continues to go on. We just keep continuing to level up, and that's just how we do in ATG, you know. We had a good night so far. I'm super stoked to introduce my guest. I'm not even going to waste any further time. We got an EDM producer. She's up and coming in the game. She's killing it. She's also a longtime friend. Can't wait to talk about that as well. Let's waste no further time in introducing Shalom Brizuela. Let's go.
What's up?
Let's go.
How's it going, bro?
I love saying your name. It's like, have you ever seen Anchorman?
Yes.
Where he's like,
like my
or
favorite.
what is it? No, not Anchorman. Elf.
Oh,
where he's
Elf
like
is a good one, too.
Francisco. He's like that. I could say that name all day.
Yeah.
Shalom Brizuela.
Thank you. Thank you.
How you
Very
been?
Good. I'm good, dude. I'm busy. A lot's going on, but I'm very grateful and just trying to keep up, you know?
Yeah.
Trying to get my music out there and still live life and be a good wife and, you know.
You've been killing it. You've
Thank
been
you,
killing
dude.
it. You know, just following you from a distance on social. You know, we always talk to each other online and stuff. Like,
Sure.
you're always supporting me, and I truly respect that. You know, you're always hyping me up.
For sure, dude.
And,
we have to.
Yeah. I mean, it's cool. You know, it's cool to get some feedback and stuff. You're always giving shout outs and stuff, and that means a lot to the pod for sure.
For sure. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Heck yeah, episode 76.
76.
Let's just start like from the beginning. So obviously you got into music production and stuff like that. Has music always been like something that you've had in you?
For sure, dude. I think the first instrument I played was the harmonica in my dad's band practice.
Shut up.
I was 3.
What?
Yeah, he gave me a harmonica to just kind of like make me, I don't know, like distracted and chill so he could do his band practice. And then like I started playing it and I don't remember this, is my dad said.
Yeah,
So he's like, I look over and I listen to you and you're playing in key. He's like, you're just playing like along with the band. You're playing like musically.
Damn.
And he's like, and ever since then, and I remember like the things I would always go do with my band, with my dad's band is I'd play guitar. I started playing guitar after that when I was like 14. I taught myself.
That's sick.
And that's my main instrument. If I could do anything, I'd be like a rock star guitarist, but I'm not that good. So like, I just decided to do like, you know, music production and some DJ stuff.
Damn. That's a crazy transition.
But that's where I started. Harmonica, guitar, just...
Do you still rock with the harmonica or no?
Honestly, no.
You should
I
get
did have
one.
one. I had one for like probably up until I was like 25, and then I probably just moved and lost it, you know? But
Yeah.
I did have one on deck, and I would try and throw a little like melody on it, and it just like, it wasn't it. So I was like, okay, I better put the harmonica down.
It's good to know you have it in your back pocket though if you need some guitar riffs or harmonica.
But yeah,
Just
for
throw
sure.
some samples on there.
For sure.
And also, you know, your DJ name, Don't Talk, Baby Don't Talk.
Baby don't talk. Yeah.
So Baby Don't Talk, and I'll put your like official IG and stuff in the description. But that's a cool name too.
Thank you. Yeah, dude, coming up with that name, I just wanted something catchy.
Yeah.
Like something that was memorable. And I noticed like a few of the artists, like EDM artists that I like they have like a couple consonants or a few consonants in their name. So it's like da 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 or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, like let's do something a little longer.
Like something that goes off the top of the
Yeah,
tongue that
yeah.
you could just say.
And I had a couple other ideas and they were all taken. Like I looked up stuff on Spotify to make sure nobody had my name.
What?
Yeah, I
That's
had
actually
to.
smart,
It took me a
though.
long time. Like I spent a few days doing it, and I was getting so frustrated. And then I was like, okay, you know what? I don't know why, but we're just gonna settle on like "Baby Don't Talk." And then I just thought it was catchy. So
That is sick.
I don't know. Coming up with a name is hard.
It is.
I didn't want to do my name. It's too hard. Like nobody's gonna know like how to say it or whatever. So
Your name is sick though. If you
Thank you.
ever decide to just use your regular name, it
that
would be
could
sick
work.
too.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate.
Like I said, I'm like, you sound like a celebrity.
Thanks, bro.
Shalom Brizuela. It sounds exotic. Exotic for sure. I'm like, if they're doing like Miss America, we got Shalom, Brizuela.
Yeah, that would be me. Number one, just kidding.
Number one, first place.
First place.
No, but that's sick. Like, and so you're actually like going to school right now for production, right?
Yeah, I'm a sophomore at Berkeley. I go online. I would love to go in person, but it's in Boston, so it's kind of crazy far. But I found their online program. Yeah. I was actually studying computer programming, software engineering, and I got pretty close to getting my associates in that. And it's crazy hard, dude, as you can imagine, you know, just programming and all the languages you have to learn.
For sure.
Just all the math involved. But I still want to finish that degree. I want to actually combine my degrees and make plugins from scratch just by coding and sell those. Damn. Sell some plugins. There's a lot of ways you can make money, but like the more you know about computers in this industry, like you're set. So I'm trying to combine everything I've been studying for the past 5 years, you know, and just see what I can come up with.
Honestly, I can't even imagine. Like I see your stories on Instagram and it literally like it looks like a science math equation, but like it's music.
Dude,
there's layers of drums and beats and all this stuff. And it's gotta, if it's one little sync off, the whole song doesn't work.
Yeah, dude.
It has to be right on the money.
Yep. And even and it looks anyone can hear that it's off. Like that you don't have to know anything. You could just hear it.
Yep.
And that's why you have to be so like, you have to do it right. You know, you got to like spend your time. And I'm a perfectionist, like by nature. Mm-hmm. I've been that way since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so anything I do, I either don't do it or I do it 100,000%. And it's the best of my ability. So I'm that way with school. Like my wife was laughing at me this morning. I was like, oh, I got an A- on an assignment. I was like, usually he gives me an A.
Oh man.
And she's like, are you serious? And I was like, no, I'm not upset. I agree. I deserve the A-. Mm-hmm. And she's like, you're crazy. She's like, I'm a BC type student. She's like, I don't remember the last time I got an A, and you're over here like actually concerned over an A-. But that's just how I am.
That's like, good. That's a good
pride
skill to have.
in anything I do, if it has my name on it, I take pride in that. You know, so
that's good. I mean, you have to almost be a perfectionist if you're going to be doing what you do. You can't be lazy. It's like everything's got to fit perfectly.
Yeah, dude, it's work, but it's good work, and I'm happy to do it. I'm blessed to do it. Like a lot of people don't have the luxury to just go to school and pursue a dream.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't. And so I know like I'm in a nice spot, and I'm not taking that for granted, you know.
That's good.
I'm going to put in the work, and I'm going to see what happens. Even if I could just make a living supporting myself and my family doing what I love, that's the end and goal. Like that's where I want to be. Anything else, that's the icing on top.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll take it, you know.
That's
we'll
cool.
We'll see what happens.
A lot of people don't like that's so cool that you're appreciating it, because a lot of people wish that they can do what they love and like make something out of it, you know?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like it is kind of a hobby, but like you're enjoying it. Yeah. You're loving the craft. You're building on it. And then you're getting to put it out to the public and like just let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. And my whole thing, like putting it out, I was nervous to put out music, dude, to be honest, like straight up. I was like, oh, what if like, I don't know, what if people just hate it? Like I'm not even worried about not getting streams. I'm worried about like just somebody like hating it.
Yeah,
and,
like what is this?
Like me being like, oh, and taking that to heart, you know? But like I just decided like if I like it, if I like something, you know, chances are some other people like me or even not like me might like it. You just don't know. Everyone has a certain taste, and it's just like, why not? You know, like there's so many people out there. There's so many different, and we have enough music. There's no shortage of music out there. We can all agree.
Right.
But what I try and do is I try to bring something that is just from my mind and from my perspective and like what I think is cool.
That's the key right there. That's just, honestly, because a lot of people try and play too much into what people already like, and you're just lost in the wave of just the sea of like popularity, and it just kind of fades away. But like the artists that you remember are the ones who kind of broke through, and you always hear about these artists that are like the top right now, and it's like, I just did this because it's what I liked, or I just, you know, went against the grain and did my own thing type stuff. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Wait. There we go. Wait. Oh, it keeps getting worse.
There we go.
I was looking for
I
it.
did it way faster, so it's all good. I got you.
I deserve a couple boos too.
Oh no.
No, but seriously, it's like
right.
if you just keep that mindset and only do what you want to do, it's like, because then if you're conforming too much, then you're going to be unhappy and you're not enjoying it. You're like, I really don't like this song, but I'm doing it because I know all these other people like it.
Yeah.
And then if you, let's say you do blow up, you're going to be unhappy your whole career because you're playing songs you don't even really like.
Dude, seriously. Like, I think a lot of artists I've heard of, like big, huge, you know, like A-list celebrities.
Yeah.
They kill songs for themselves and they just like, they don't even want to perform them anymore because
Right.
they just like hate it. And that's like one bad thing that I could see happening about being like super famous.
Yeah.
Like just going through your own songs. But that's why also like I've been DJing a little bit. I'm taking a DJ class right now, which is really cool.
That's
because
sick.
I'm learning from my teacher's in Ibiza, Spain, dude. And he,
No way.
Yeah, he logs in from Ibiza in a studio, like sick.
He
as
logs
hell.
in, no shirt. He's just got some freaking shades on.
He tells us,
Like, are you guys ready to party?
yeah. He has like a sick Spanish accent. Are we good?
I gotta check because intern Steve ain't freaking.
Oh,
I know.
Shoot.
It's okay. We'll talk to him after. That's crazy though.
Yeah,
like,
so learning
that's the
from
cool thing
the
about
best.
online. It's like,
Yeah,
you can
all
be
over
anywhere.
the world, dude. I mean, I have people, of course, like in Paris in my class right now, like in England. We've had like Japan, different places in China. Everyone, it's just like this melting pot of
dude, honestly, and
musicians.
that could be an even better thing for you. Like, keep those names, like make friends.
Yeah.
Like if everyone's from all different parts, you could hit up the homie from your class and be like, dude, like, want to get in on this mix with me?
Right, I know. And it's kind of hard because people are shy online.
Yeah.
Like, straight up. And I'm not. I'm the type, like online, I feel pretty comfortable, like in my camera. So I'll just be, if no one's asking questions, I'll start asking questions because I'm like, this is valuable time I'm getting to like get stuff answered, you know? So I'll log in and I'll just talk like with the teacher if no one else does. And I don't really care because like I'm paying for it. Right?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
Like,
you got to get
this
out
is
of
my
it.
money. I'm going to make sure I learn. So like, I'm just not that type, but other people, no, like people just don't say anything.
Yeah.
And they don't post and they don't.
Just checking
I've
the box.
made a couple of friends, which is cool. I definitely made a couple of friends. And so it's just, I don't know, you just got to figure it out and you find the right people to vibe with, you know?
That's it. You stay doing your own thing, keep putting yourself out there. All of a sudden your people will start coming to you.
Yeah.
Like
you
naturally,
just attract it.
just
yeah.
naturally.
Mm-hmm.
Like even like the guests on the pod, like they almost choose themselves in a way. You know what I mean?
I love that.
It's like a lot of people plan out like months, but like me, I'm like, no, now's the time. Or I'll like link up with you or something and I'll be like, we got to run it next week. Like,
yeah.
it just kind of happens, you know?
Yeah. Go with the flow, dude, and just see like what's meant to be.
Yeah. That's a cool thing is like just letting life play out sometimes. Like it almost like takes pressure off you when you try and control it too much. It's like just it's going to be what it's going to be, but it's always going to be better if you have a good person or a good mindset doing whatever you're doing. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like
dude.
the outcome will never be worse if you just be positive.
Yeah, I like that. I love that a lot. And like one thing I actually saw like a cheesy post or whatever, but sometimes they're true. And
Live,
like
laugh, love. No, I'm just kidding.
Not that bad. No, but it was like the only thing you can control is how hard you work.
Yeah.
And so I love that, and I kind of like think that way because I think what our lives turn out is just a direct from the input you put in.
Yeah.
You know? It's going to be what you make of it, and everyone has a different starting point.
Yeah.
And like also it's good not to compare yourselves to other people because somebody could have started way further or way in front of you.
Yeah.
And like to me, I'm always in the middle. That's how I see myself. I could always do worse and I could always do better.
Right.
And like my goal is to just keep going towards the better.
Mm-hmm.
And like for learning, for being a good person, for just helping people.
Yeah.
Just moving forward, you know, and just always trying to be better with that stuff. Like,
Right.
It's so important.
That's such a good mindset to have because one, like even just being, like you said, a good person could like overflow into your music.
Yeah.
And you not even realize it.
Yeah. People,
Or you making
you're
good
right.
music can overflow to friendships. It's like you're planting all these good seeds and you don't know which one's going to branch off, and they're all kind of rooted together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if you plant like a bunch of bad seeds, or let's say you just focus on music, but like, I'm going to be kind of, I'm not going to talk to no one. I'm going to be whatever, but just music. Like all those bad roots are going to like make that tree just not
It's
grow.
gonna kill it, bro.
It's gonna kill it
for sure.
It's hard though. It's easier said than done. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like every day, it's like, oh, what's God gonna throw at me today? Like,
yeah, bro, for real. And like I've been real lucky because God's been like real nice to me and helping me out a lot. And I really haven't had any bumps in the road in a while.
That's good. And gratitude is a big one too.
Oh, for sure.
Because you know you don't recognize good days till you've had a lot of bad days.
Oh,
you know.
True.
And if you had a lot, then you like, okay, no, like I'm gonna soak this in right now. Like,
yeah, that's the point I'm at right now. I never thought, even just being a student at Berkeley, like I wanted when I was like a senior, I wanted to go to DeVry, which is like a computer programming school. I always
DeVry,
in Denver. It's like I think it was a private school. I don't really remember, but I wanted to go there. It didn't work out. I kind of gave up on college, just decided to like get like whatever kind of job I could get and just start making some money, you know. So I did like serving and restaurant work and all that. And then when I had the opportunity to go to school, I was like, well, it's not DeVry, but like I could still do something. And it wasn't my dream, but I was still like, let's do it. You know, let's start where we can start. Yeah. And so I started at C&M, went up to UNM.
Hey, shout out to C&M.
Yeah, I love C&M, Suncats.
Heck yeah. We're neutral between state and UNM.
Oh, okay. Sure.
I'll go to the tailgates and be like, I can hang out with both of you guys.
There you go. Go back and forth. But for sure, dude. And now I'm like, I could be at Berkeley, and I just remember getting
That's in Cali, right? Like where Berkeley's at?
Oh, actually, that's a different Berkeley. That's Berkeley with a Y. So this is a different Berkeley? Yeah, this one's Berkeley College of Music. It's just a music school.
Wow.
And it's the second biggest music school in the country. The only one, I'm trying to blank. Gosh.
Like the one above it or whatever.
Can you think of the art school? Juilliard. Juilliard is the number one. But it's also a dance performance school, and Berkeley solely is like music and music related business and like courses and just stuff like that. So this to me is the biggest music school.
Heck yeah.
And to get in, I also like got in without auditioning, which was cool because online you don't really have to, like you can, but I was too shy. So like I did it, and I still got in from like my essay and stuff. So I was like, this is my dream, dude. Like doing music, I never thought I could even just do it as a full-time thing, you know? And so just to be able to be here now doing something that makes me so happy and has really saved my life throughout growing up and being a young adult and struggling. Yeah. And music was my constant, you know, like if I had a bad day at work, whatever, just go home and like jam out on the guitar for like 2 hours, you know, like just play all my favorite songs on the guitar until I feel better, you know? And like that really helps. Like that's such a great outlet. And
it's like a different form of meditation, you know. Just dive into it.
Yeah, dude, music is so healing. I encourage everyone to like pick up something. Like my wife, I'm like, you should play drums. Like she used to play drums when she was a kid. So I'm like, pick up the drums. Like let's do it. And so we got a little drum kit. But she's like, I want a real drum kit. So I don't know.
You're like next paycheck, maybe.
Yeah, I'm like, come on. we're already like overflowing in music stuff, but.
That's so cool.
It's cool, dude. I think it's for everyone.
Heck yeah, it really is. And I that's something that inspires me too. Like I'm like a music appreciator, but I don't play an instrument. I always say that I'm like, I wish I was like Rick Rubin.
What would you play? I want to know.
Drums for sure, probably.
Oh, I can see that.
I love the drums, like just playing them. When I was little, because I had a couple drummers on the pod, and I like told him once I watched that movie Drumline.
Oh,
like I wanted to be a drummer. I thought that was so sick.
Yeah, you want to be a line drummer.
I even bought a snare drum after that movie. Just the snare. I was never in band.
Did you have the strap to like?
No. I had like a thing that that like just stands it up. But I would just go in my room and put on like a 50 Cent song, like with headphones. Yeah. And just like play the snare, just messing around. Nice. And it like felt good, you know.
Yeah, like, it does, dude. It feels good.
Just to release that. Just going crazy.
Yeah, it's like super therapeutic for sure. We'll keep going on the drums.
Yeah, we'll see.
What's up. I want to come record some drums.
I've also got a voice. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe I'll sing on. We'll see. We'll collab.
That would be cool.
You got a voice too, though. I saw a video of you on
thank
YouTube.
you.
I looked up your YouTube.
Oh no, I gotta delete all that. No, I'm just kidding. I was like, I'm not a singer, dude. So that's why
I don't know. My
major is not singing because
I got it in you though.
I used to think I could sing. I'll be honest, I really did. And then I went to Berkeley and I started learning how to hear like the pitches, and I would listen to my old videos. And I would just judge myself. And I was like, oh my God, this is so off key. So I tried to scrub like all my stuff on my Instagram except for what I thought sounded good.
Yeah.
But also whenever I record those, I don't produce them at all. That's just live.
Yeah.
Like, I don't edit anything. It's just from my iPhone camera.
It's raw.
So it's not perfect. Nobody can sing completely in key all the time.
You should keep it up. I think it's dope.
Thank you, dude. That's my hobby. Like if I could just throw down and sing, like I'll do that all night.
Oh, I love singing like when I'm driving, whatever.
Yeah, just jamming out, dude. It's the best.
It's the funnest. It's the funnest to like hear a song and then know all the words. Like I love whenever I find a rap song or something and I'm like, ooh, I can't wait to remember all the words.
Yeah, dude.
And you just hear it over and over.
Did you ever used to like when you were a kid, did you ever used to like record? This is what I would do. I would record my songs that I would want to keep from the radio on a cassette tape.
Oh.
And then I would play them back and I would write down the lyrics so I could like memorize
so
them.
when it comes on the radio, you know when it's on?
And sing every word and feel like, oh, I just naturally did this. But no, I would literally play it back line by line.
Damn, like, that's a good idea. I wasn't that
been
creative.
So into music.
I would like, that was, and people don't know, like kids that listen to the pod that like didn't grow up in the 90s, you would only ever get to hear a song one time on the radio and just, that was it. You never got to YouTube it after. You never really knew what the name was.
Yeah, unless they announced it, but sometimes they didn't.
Yeah, that was me, like one artist that I could think of that I was chasing for years and I never could find out who the name was or whatever, was Gorillaz.
Oh, nice.
Every now and then they would play a Gorilla song, you know, like they'd play Clint Eastwood every now and then.
For sure.
And I would like, what is that song? And I didn't have a computer at home.
No Shazam.
Nothing. Like, so when it came on, I just like soaked it in. I am happy.
Yeah.
Feeling glad I got sunshine in a bag. You know, that song was the best.
But yeah, everyone knows that line.
Yes. But like now it's like you have Spotify, you look up the lyrics, you know the name. It's just like everything is so easily attainable.
It's different, man, for sure. I mean, I like to roll with it. I like to roll with technology, but
yeah.
You know, it's just so different from where we grew up and like little cassette tape recorders and a CD player.
I remember carrying my CD player like a pizza at recess.
Sure. Yeah, so it didn't skip.
Because if you hold it sideways, it would
skip. And even if you had the anti-skip, it wasn't really anti-skip.
So you were just walking around on the bus.
You're cool.
Heck yeah. If you had a CD, like an Eminem CD or something, you were like...
For sure.
And they didn't have like headphones where you could both listen. It was just like these.
Oh yeah, it was these and like really cheap ones, like really cheap ones.
Yeah,
for sure.
Damn, it's crazy. And
those were the days.
I'm like glad that we grew up in that time though, because it's like we live in this weird time where we saw it for what it was, and then now like within the last 20 years, how fast it's grown.
Yeah,
it's like it's insane. Everyone has a YouTube now. Everyone has an Instagram. Like if you don't, you're almost like,
it's almost strange.
You're like a foreigner to the world if you're not like plugged in.
Yeah,
everyone's plugged in some way. Even if you're not like a big social media person, I guarantee you, like you probably have a Facebook. Yeah, like that's like the bare minimum.
Even like my parents have like a Facebook. Oh, yeah, my mom has an Instagram too. So you know she's hip. But some people, grandparents, like stick to Facebook only.
Yeah,
you know? It's just
luckily I have my Instagram connected to my Facebook, so like anytime I post on Instagram, it just like auto populates to Facebook.
Perfect.
But I have to remember to go to Facebook sometimes and like respond, because people probably just think I'm like,
oh shoot,
you know what I mean?
Think about
I'll have like family members like Josh, oh blah blah blah, and then I'm like, oh shoot, like I need to like show them some love too.
Yeah, you're only paying attention to IG.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me, dude.
It's honestly like, oh my god, it's so much. Like to be plugged in, but it's so cool, like especially being a musician, because now like you can access people from everywhere. Like once your song or anything is like online on Instagram, whoever follows you can see it no matter where they're from or what.
Yeah.
You know, I can't imagine being like a producer like in the 90s, like handing out tapes.
Dude,
from your trunk, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and like self-promoting, like just in person and like through little pitch speeches.
Yeah.
And
You would hope that you would get on like Kiss 97.3 and like talk to people.
yeah, it was, I mean, I can't imagine. Like one of my teachers was actually a DJ. Well, he's a DJ now, but he started like producing. He's also a producer, and he's in New York. He started like in the 80s in New York, whenever like drum machines first started.
Yeah.
And like crazy shit. And he would just like do these songs just solely on like one drum machine. And like he taught it now, like he has all this gear and like this crazy studio. And like he was like really explaining the whole process of how like he started as a hip hop kind of DJ. Now he does like EDM and hip hop. And he would talk about like throwing parties and like promoting his parties and being the promoter of his parties. And like,
just to get people to hear it.
Yeah, because he's like, well, if you're the DJ, like, yeah, you're making money, but you're really making money when you're the DJ and you're throwing your own parties.
Right.
And you're the promoter of your parties. And like, that's what he had to do back in the day.
Damn.
And
Imagine
like,
doing
that gives
that.
me perspective, because I'm like, I can barely like try and post some stuff from like my studio. Like, I can't be out there doing all this stuff. Like,
imagine like having to host a party. That sounds
dude.
chaotic.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe I'm getting old, but I don't know if I could like host like a big old party anymore. You know,
I can't.
Stress.
Even just going to a party now, I'm like stressed out.
Yeah, dude.
Like now, like I have to force myself to go out. Like now I'm single, and then obviously to like get new guests, you have to kind of put yourself in different places where you meet new people.
That's true.
And it's stressful, but it's like rewarding. Like I just went to a comedy, what was it called? Jokes and Jams.
Oh, cool.
So it's like half hip hop, half comedy.
Tight.
And like I like met like 5 guests like that I'm gonna have on now. Like just from them
Queued
performing
up.
and connecting.
I love that.
So it's like we're still kind of doing it, but not really. Like it's I like meeting people in person. Like I like
connecting.
It's just fun getting that like full connection, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of just like DMing someone that like has a lot of followers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, like natural, organic connections it just flows better. It's like the best, you know?
Even just like that, even like meeting new people, like dating scene and stuff. Like I would prefer to meet someone in person.
Yeah.
Just so right off the rip, you like either vibe with someone or you don't.
You get that vibe and you could just like.
You're not like messaging someone for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And then you meet them and you're like, oh, this
no.
person's weird.
That's like a waste of precious time.
I know it is.
Nobody has time.
We ain't
for
getting
that.
younger.
No, dude.
We're not the young, fun,
dude.
crazy kids we used to be.
Oh.
But we get down still.
Yeah.
You just went to freaking Coachella.
Oh, I did.
So
dude.
you're still out there.
My biggest festival yet, and it was a lot bigger than I anticipated. It was so cool.
Did you guys go full experience? Stay out there and stuff?
No, we didn't. Well, okay.
No, keep talking.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't camp there, which I thought was a good idea because
you didn't.
No,
that's
dude.
good. No, that's
I
good.
didn't think it would be good to camp there. I saw the spots and it was just one parking spot, and I was like,
and it's so hot.
No, dude.
By
it was
by 8
so
a.m. You're
hot over
freaking
there.
torched.
I was so sunburnt, dude. Like I got so tan just from like the first day.
Yeah.
It was so much sun exposure. I was not prepared. And like I was like, this really is a desert. Like you think New Mexico's a desert? No, dude. Like Coachella is a desert.
It
and
is.
It's like
There's
crazy.
no trees, nothing. Like it
dude.
really is in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No palm trees.
Yeah, it's crazy. And our Airbnb was like 30 minutes away, so we ended up like Ubering everywhere.
Yeah.
And just I don't know, we didn't even know like where everything was. So luckily the Uber drivers knew and all that. And like it was cool. I just remember the inspiration that I felt during and after, just like goosebumps, just like absorbing it, and the whole stages and just everything, dude. Like I'd only been to one festival before. I went to Global the year before
in Denver, right?
Yeah, in Denver, and that was really cool. They had a really cool bass scene. And I'm all about the bass. So
and Global's all EDM.
Yeah, it was so sick. All EDM. Even like any stage you go to was like pretty lit. It was cool.
That's sick.
And so that was only 2 days, but it was still really cool. And I didn't think like it could get much better from there. Like I just had such a great time there. And so then I remember like we'd finally talked about going, and we got our tickets, and
I was pumped for you.
Thank you, dude. I was pumped.
I can't wait to hear what you
just
thought
to be
about
able
it.
to go. It's so expensive. Like I don't think I'll be going anytime
soon. It's like
soon
traveling
again,
to another country. Like you got to prepare.
Yeah, dude. And like, and there really is like a ton of people from all over the world, and even like some people had like kids with them and like little wagons and stuff,
Yeah.
like with earplugs.
Like
and
they
I'm
live that life.
yeah, I'm just like, this is crazy. Like this is so, I don't know.
It's like super diverse. Like though, it feels like it's like cool to see that people can all actually get along and connect.
Yeah, at the same
through
place,
one thing,
through
you know?
being very diverse.
Like it's possible for
Yeah.
people from all over the world to like be peaceful and like have fun.
Yeah, and all different styles of music fans.
Yeah.
Like K-pop and like
Yeah.
Spanish rap and like everything, dude, was there. Everything. Like I was just like, it was cool just not even having a plan. Like you go in with the plan.
Oh
At
yeah.
least I did. I was like, okay, I want to see this person at this time, this, you know, and then you go and you're just like, dang, that sounds cool over there. Like, let's go
Yeah.
check that out. And that's how I discovered so many new artists.
Yep.
Like
That's the best part.
that-
You
yeah,
stumble,
dude.
you're walking from one stage to the other and
you're
you're
just
like,
wait, what is that
who's
sound?
that disco, whatever. And then
yeah, crazy.
a lot of times that artist blows up like after.
Yep.
Like
yeah.
you don't realize it, but
Mhm.
they're like about to pop off.
Yeah.
That's how I discovered Rufus.
Oh, nice.
Rufus Du Sol.
Yeah, he's crazy. He
was
was
like-
there. I didn't get to see
Oh,
him.
was he?
He was there at
That's
one of the
sick.
nights. Yeah.
He was like randomly during the day. There wasn't even a lot of people. And like just walking from one stage to the other, we just like got
Really?
captivated. And then
Nice.
obviously, you know, Rufus is like huge now.
Yeah.
But
He
it's like
plays crazy, huge shows and
they're good at like getting up and coming artists.
yeah,
Like
they
before
have
they
the
pop
eye.
off, you know what I
Yep,
mean? Like
they
that's
have
the
eye.
best part.
Yeah, it's really cool, dude. I hope I get to go again, or like I want to go to like EDC at some point.
Oh yeah, you have
or
to.
Tomorrowland, I've heard, is insane.
Tomorrowland's crazy. That's in Europe. That's the biggest festival I think ever.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me, and I was like,
I think you
ooh.
should go to EDC first.
Okay, yeah, I think start smaller, you know, and then work up
It's
to it.
I mean, it's the biggest one in America. I think.
Yeah,
Biggest
it's
EDM
so,
festival.
so
It's a whole
popular.
NASCAR arena.
So popular.
Like when I went, it was huge.
Oh, when did you go?
2014.
Nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
I went. So it was when I just turned 21,
Perfect.
and I
Perfect
went to
timing.
Vegas. We stayed out there for a full 6 days.
Dude, nice.
I would have like now. I wouldn't have survived one night.
Oh, shoot.
But like being 21, like
Oh, it's
I
a
don't.
different
You're just like a
level.
superhuman.
Yep.
We were out at the club every night.
Invincible.
Every night we were watching all the DJs that were gonna perform. Like we saw Skrillex at a club, and
oh,
then
shoot,
and then
dude.
you know what I mean. Like
Lucky.
just back to back to back. But I think if you like EDM, you have to go at least once.
All right, I'm gonna take your advice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
for
it's
sure.
like in Coachella, it's similar, but it's like all EDM.
Yeah.
which is cool. You know, big
Yeah.
old circus.
That sounds crazy.
Who's your? Did you have a favorite artist or one that like a highlight moment? Like when you went.
For sure.
like, wow, this
I
is
would
the set.
probably say Hamdi's set. I hadn't heard of Hamdi. He's like dubstep bass.
Yeah.
And he just came out with some crazy stuff that he dropped at Coachella. He caught my attention. I was like, I wasn't planning on seeing him. I think I was waiting for the next artist to come
Yeah,
on, and just chilling, and then ended up discovering him and like losing my mind. It's so cool. And then
Hamdi.
Hamdi, it's Hamdi.
Mm.
You got to look him up. He's
Okay,
sick,
I've never heard of
just
him.
Crazy sick. And then John Casey was my other second favorite artist that I
Sick.
found. He is crazy too. He's been around for a while, but now he's like really blowing up. And his set was it was fire. Like, and
love
it was
that.
at night, and so it's a different vibe. Like the Coachella day and the Coachella nights
Yeah.
are so different vibes,
It
dude.
is.
And that was like kind of when the night had just started, and so he
Ooh.
kicked off the night, and I was like, "Whoa!"
It changes the atmosphere,
Yeah,
huh?
and it was I don't remember
You get your second
the
wind.
stage,
You're
but
like,
it was that one stage. I basically stayed there the whole time.
there was I think it was the Gobi. Is it still called the Gobi?
I think
There was
yeah.
one like EDM.
Yeah, there's
Did
still-
it have
yeah,
like
there was a
They
Gobi
probably
one.
changed it, but it's like all EDM deep house.
Yeah,
and it's
crazy.
inside.
Oh, that was another. I don't know, dude. There was a few
I think it's
big
called
ones,
the.
a
Well,
few
they probably
EDM
changed
ones.
it, but there's like the only thing I remember is there was a giant disco ball, but it was a shark, and it was like
Whoa.
spinning.
What?
And then there was
They
like
didn't have that
couches
this
everywhere.
year.
Like people were all hippied out.
Dang.
I know,
That
I was
sounds
about to
like
get a massage.
way chiller.
Just kidding.
Oh no, dude.
I'm all, what's up?
You're
Just
all,
kidding.
hey, can I scoot in?
I know, right?
I'm sure they'd be down. You never know. You gotta
Dude, there
try
was
it
people
out.
in there writing poem. It was like, you know how you just see every type of character?
Wow.
Like
Yeah.
when we stayed, I went with Martine, my friend that I was telling you about,
Yeah.
and we Airbnb'd too, but we Airbnb'd a room in a house.
Oh,
But other
okay.
people Airbnb'd, like you can Airbnb the backyard. People were tenting in this house in the
Really?
backyard.
Whoa. So
And
it
then
was all
so
these
each
different
room,
groups?
it was like a Jersey Shore Coachella. So like there was girls from Europe in our house. There was this
Dang.
dude, this big old jack dude that like owned a gym.
Whoa.
That guy was, I think we could talk about it. I don't even remember his name, but like he looked like, we called him Fabio. Like,
Oh shoot.
cause he had like super long,
like luscious hair.
yeah,
or
like
what?
hair that he had like conditioners all shiny, and he was
Nice.
jacked. And every night, cause you know how you go home at the end of the festival, he's like, bro, I took 8 tabs of acid tonight, bro. He's like,
Oh
I'm
my
on a level.
God.
He's like, I'm trying to reach Nirvana. I'm like, what the hell?
Dang. Hopefully he did. You
I
never
know.
know.
It was like, I'm like, holy cow, dude. Like, you think that you're like partying hard and having a good time, and then you like talk to people like that,
Oh yeah.
and you're like, oh, there's levels to this. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. I remember sitting there like during a point because I wore the wrong shoes the first day, and that was like so stupid. I
Some
regretted
Vans
it.
flat foot or what?
No, I wish I had like these 3-inch platform boots that were like combat boots.
Oh,
And they were so heavy. I like pulled my hamstring after walking in them all day. Like the next 2 days, I had a pulled hamstring and I was walking around.
that freaking
So it really
sucks.
Sorry. And so like I remember sitting there waiting just to like rest my aching feet, and we're sitting on our like little blanket, and there's this guy like dancing in front of us, and he literally was just dancing like on one leg, like side to side, like just the whole time. The whole time, dude. And he had his no shirt on, and he was jumping so high, like he just never stopped, and he always did the same back and forth. And my wife Tam's like watching him. She's like, you see this guy? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, he's been doing this for hours and he doesn't stop. And I'm like, yeah,
Superhuman.
he's like, he's on a level. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, he's dancing his life away. Just
Yeah. And just all alone, like just loving it, you know,
Yeah.
like I could see that. I
Yeah.
understand.
I love all the different types of people. Like you said, there's like people like that look like they're philosophers.
Right.
Just hanging out in the back.
Older people, a lot of older people.
Yeah, and then you'll get people, you get the young like TikTokers who are just taking 1,000 pictures
the
by the
awesome
balloon
outfits.
and the Ferris wheel.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. It's just cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And it
Cool.
was interesting because we didn't have a group, so it
Yeah.
was more chill. It was
You don't
just
got to worry about losing Stephanie at the whatever.
it's not that hard when you're just with one person, you just
Yeah.
kind of go do everything together.
I love
it's
that.
fine. But like
That's a good idea.
but I
actually.
would like to go with a group someday. I think that would be
yeah.
cool too. Just
EDC
a whole
would be a sick one.
yeah, EDC would be cool. So
But if you lose a member, like just sayonara. Because I've went to
don't even worry about it.
yeah. Where did we go to? We went to Snow Globe. It's like they call it Snowcella.
Oh,
And it's
cool.
like in Lake Tahoe, and it's basically the same thing. Like all different artists, they have like snowboarding and stuff. And we went with like a big group. We had like a house and whatever, like a bunch of girls, guys, whatever. And of course, one girl gets lost or one girl.
yeah.
And these girls like made it their whole mission to find this
Oh,
lost
my
girl.
God.
And they're like stressing out.
ruins
And
the
like so,
night.
me and my friends just like, she'll be fine, whatever. Like maybe we should have been more
More concerned.
careful, I guess, but like I knew that she was fine. Like she was, and it turns out she was like having the night of her life, like somewhere.
all alone.
But all these other girls that ruined their night, they're
Yeah.
like, we can't find her. She's blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, at a festival, like, just trust. Everyone's gonna be okay. You're gonna find each other.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll not find each other for one set.
yeah.
You can't like. It's like a group. Like you can't expect every group to like every set
and stay
always.
together. Yeah.
Yeah, there's gonna be 2 people that want to see this rapper.
right.
But, so it's like.
Yeah, that
Just
makes
for you
sense.
guys that are going with the Group 2 festival, like everyone's gonna find their own little path, but don't worry, like
don't trip.
yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And then always have like a meeting spot, like maybe like every hour, like or 2 hours, let's meet at the whatever.
there you go, little rendezvous.
And it always happens that every festival you have the worst cell service.
Dude,
Like
right?
you can't
yeah.
text no one. Nothing.
Yeah,
Like at
having to like
EDC,
download the map because
Yes.
it's not going to load in time because everyone else is also
No
loading the
kidding.
map. Like, oh,
when we
no,
went to
dude.
EDC, because I have Cricket, like I had the worst, and no one
I remember
had cell
Cricket.
service except me, Cricket, in the middle of the freaking.
You're all, yeah, what's up? Hate
Yeah,
on
I was
cricket
like-
now.
But like in Albuquerque, no service.
Oh,
but in
of
freaking
course.
EDC, I had like full bars.
Well, thank God for cricket.
I know. Everyone's like, "Can you text so and so?" I'm like, "Buy me a beer first." No, I'm just
You're
kidding.
all, that's going to be one drink,
I know.
sir.
No, that's sick though. That's cool that you got to go to those festivals too, and then just see like the types of music,
Yeah,
and then
it's
also go
research.
back and you're inspired by certain sounds.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for me, it literally was research. Sounds crazy, but like I'm standing there and I'm like, oh, this sounds like this or like that.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm literally kind of, you learn by deconstructing the music you listen to. And so it's an awful habit. Like I can't listen to anything now without trying to like figure out, okay, how was this made? What sound is this? How was this sound made? Or like, what key is this in? Or what's the song form? And just trying to really deconstruct everything so I could make it if I wanted to, you know? I mean, that's how I'm learning right now. So
dang, spoken like a true musician. Like,
dude, you have like, you can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. You know, it's any song, any little commercial melody I hear. It's just, I'm trying to figure it out because I'm learning right now, you know, so I just don't turn it off.
I love when songs have little Easter eggs that like you'll just hear on one little part of the song and you're like, ooh.
That's that catchy. That's what makes it catchy.
And it's only there on that one part. It's like a different key, but you're like, that was
something passing.
Sweet. Yeah.
That for sure.
I love songs that have that. That's why I got so into like Kid Cudi growing up, like in high school.
Dude, Cudi.
Because he has in his songs, you know, obviously everyone was Man on the Moon 1, Man on the Moon 2. There's like certain little things that he does or in his songs that are meant for the true listener to just hear that one time.
Yeah. You know? He has some great like caveats in his music, like some little hidden gems, you know, like
it's not like pop, like easy to sing along, like it's meant like I love songs that are almost even longer. You know?
And he does that. He'll do that.
Like he'll write out a
take
synth
it on
for a while,
5-minute little and he'll just write out a section, and I think he's so great, dude. I actually draw a lot of I always want to be so many things, but another thing I would love to do is if I could rap, I would like rap and I would produce rap music. Like
that would be sick.
Most of what I listen to, at least like 60% is some type of
like
alternative
hip-hop.
Rap or underground rap or indie rap. Like that's all SoundCloud rap. Like I'm stuck to that.
Rap's got all the drum and bass.
Dude, it's so cool. I appreciate it, dude. And like I could get down with some like really good rap artists, and like Kid Cudi, I remember in high school, and just finding Kanye in high school. Like just those are like some classics and like some real cornerstones of our age of hip hop, you know? And it's cool. I think to be a good musician, you got to listen to a lot of different types of music.
Yeah, you
got to get out there and you got to expand your palette and really kind of just try to soak it all in, because there's good things. There's things I want to take from soul music, from folk music, like I could get down with like some Nora Jones and like, you know, or some Amy Winehouse, you know, anything. I could listen to it all. I grew up listening to a lot of different types of music, and it's all in me, you know. It all kind of comes out in different ways. If you listen, you know, you could hear little parts that I borrow from a lot of different stuff, because it's just what I listen to, you know.
Well, that's the thing. You just soak it all in, and then you just mix it up, and it comes out a whole different thing.
A melting pot.
Yeah. You know, you got a little bit of this. You might throw in some Amy Winehouse soul. Then you got Kanye's drum and bass, and then you got, dude, you know, Skrillex is like dubstep.
The great Skrillex, yes.
Just different things. The best thing about music, and I'm sure you'd agree with me, is like there's no rules. There's no right or wrong answers. It just is what it is. So like you have full control of what you want to put out. And I love beautiful. That. Like that's why I think me and you get along, is because like I'm not like I'm more of I'm maybe it's left side brain. Like I'm more creative. Like I hate being in a box. Like I hated math. I hated when everyone had to do the same thing and get the same answer. Like it was just boring to me. Like, okay, cool. We did this, we got this. But like when it came to writing or like telling my own story, like I would just take off on that. Like I never got like a B in like English. Like I loved writing, but like math or like chemistry or anything like where there's so many rules. I just like don't have interest in it. Which probably isn't a good thing in life, but
there's no variation in that. There's one answer, there's a right answer, there's a wrong answer.
I don't like that.
And it's very strict. It's rigid, dude. And I think I'm the same. I'm literally left-handed. Like
me too.
Yeah, right on, dude.
See,
lefties unite. For real. Like I get that from my mom. She's super creative. She's like jewelry, artsy creative. My sister's like the same type of creative. And then because of my dad being the musician and then my mom being the creative, I'm just a creative musician.
That's sick.
We all have our like different things, and I love it. You know, I totally got both of these qualities from my parents, and it's just in my blood, and
heck yeah,
I just like to roll with it. It makes me who I am. You know,
What do your parents say about like what you're doing and stuff? Are they supportive, or do they tune in?
Well,
Because EDM is like a niche thing. Like
yeah,
if I show my mom a techno song,
really
she'll be like,
their thing. Let me put it that way. But like, it's definitely, I know that they're proud of me, and I'm the first one in my family, like parents or siblings, to go to college.
Yeah.
So it's kind of, it's a big deal for me personally. I like to just always push myself, you know, and educationally, I guess, is one way I do that.
Yeah.
But like, for me, I've been a nerd. Like when I was a kid, we would go on vacation, and like there was like Game Boys and stuff, and like I had a Game Boy, but I would also bring like a dictionary with me, and I would read the dictionary on the way to like our 2-day long vacation in the car.
Damn,
yeah, and I would
freaking
just
Slim Shady over here.
Yeah, no, really, I learned all these words, and I'm a great writer too. Speaking of writing, like I remember getting a compliment from a professor, and she was like, I forget what your major is, but if you're not a writer, you should be a writer. And I was like, well, thank you. I'm a computer programmer, but I like doing all these things. Like I have my hand in every pot, dude.
That's sick.
I get so bored, and I'm just like, well, I want to learn about this now. Like, what about this?
Yeah.
And like the human brain, like you can just keep learning and
yeah,
learning
you
and
can.
learning.
You can attain a lot.
There's no bounds, dude, in my opinion. And so I just want to spend my whole life learning what I find interesting.
Yeah.
And then like putting that out there, or teaching other people, or helping other people with it.
That's dope.
I think knowledge is power, and it should be passed along to everybody.
Yeah, it really, I mean, it's free for everyone, and now it's more easily attainable than it's ever been ever.
Yeah, thank God for the internet, dude.
Like we were just
Helps
talking
us
about
out.
like
Yeah,
YouTubing.
YouTube.
Like if you don't know how to do something, you're just like, how do
YouTube it.
And there's
Sure.
like, even if it's like some boring thing, like how do I fix my AC? There's like some dude in Texas that has a YouTube channel on how to fix ACs. And well, this is what you got to do.
And he's good, and he'll tell you every step.
Like literally, like you could just be like, how do I do this? And there's some dude out there how do I plant trees? And there's some person.
Yeah,
it's like
pretty
so
much find
crazy.
anything you could think of.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people, like you said, on YouTube,
Yeah.
just out there. And it's cool. Like, thank God that everyone does that, because think about if everyone did like know all these things and nobody put it out there or shared it, or like you just had to go to school to learn everything. Like think of how much harder it would be to actually,
I wouldn't know how
like
to do
learn
that.
common sense stuff and all these things. Like it's cool, you know, and hopefully like the internet is always there.
Yeah.
That's my concern. Is
Yeah,
like it could
hopefully
be
it
taken
stays.
down, you know, but like, I just like to put everything in my head that I can.
I know.
In the meantime,
we can at least try.
Yeah.
Hey, so you recently just did, you know, one of your first songs, right?
Yeah.
You just put out a song.
Yeah.
And you even have some mixes out and stuff.
I do. I have a DJ class right now, so I haven't produced any original songs. I've just been remixing and doing some DJ mixes of songs lately.
Sick.
Yeah, it's nice to mix it up. It's cool.
And the most recent single, it's called Whoop, right?
Yeah, it's out on Apple Music, Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere you can think of. You just look up Baby Don't Talk. It's my only single right now.
Heck yeah.
But it's cool. It was just something that was a vibe. I think I started at like 7 a.m. in the morning for a project, and it was like my final project. So I'd been working on it for at least a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kind of let things fall together, and it was cool. And it's just a process for me of like, what sounds good? Like, let's add this, let's take this out, you know?
Yeah.
And it's cool. I just sit there and I'll get sucked up in it. Before I know it, 4 hours have gone by and I haven't even had a drink of water. And I'm like, oh shoot, like I better eat something, or, you know, like go to the gym and move. Like it's bad, dude. So I have to be careful and like limit myself. But like, I could just get lost doing it, and it's cool. It's I'm gonna release some other songs that I've been working on prior to this song.
Yeah.
That I actually did for an iPad production class.
Sick.
And I have a couple little gems there that I think maybe should come out. We'll see.
Heck yeah.
See
So would you recommend
on.
everyone just follow you like on IG, and then that's where you'll kind of
I'm mainly
pretty
on
much
Instagram. Yeah. And I definitely post all my links for like my new releases, or like my DJ mixes. I'm putting on YouTube Music right now. Those are, you can't really, I mean, you can get them on Apple Music, but it's a lot harder than a song you produced yourself. So I'm just doing YouTube for my mixes.
Heck yeah.
And then all the main streaming platforms for
That's
like my
dope.
original productions.
Baby Don't Talk. And we didn't even
What's
get
up?
a chance. I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit, but like fitness, that's how we got linked up.
Yeah, I
'Cause
ran
we-
into you again at the gym after
Yeah,
years.
we hadn't seen each other in years, and we were both going. Are you still going there?
Yeah,
We're,
sports and wellness.
Sports and wellness. And we'd see each other consistently.
Yeah, you would be there.
We were grinding out.
We'd be there working hard, bro.
Sweating
I'd see
bullets.
You, I'd see you like soaked. And you're like, oh, I just hit the sauna. I'm like, nice. Dude, I'm gonna go there too.
Heck yeah, that's
Yeah.
important.
Dude, it's helped me a lot. I mean, during COVID, when the gyms closed and like basically everyone that I knew was just going to the parks and like trying to get some exercise at the parks and running, whatever. I don't know. But then that like got kind of crazy and hectic, at least the parks around me. And like I was just like, I can't even go to the park right now. So then you just kind of don't move. And when that happens and your health, everything declines.
Even your mental.
Yeah, your mental. For me, my physical health is directly correlated to my mental health. And whenever I'm not doing well physically, I guarantee you I'm not doing well mentally. And I mean, as far as like taking care of myself physically, like
what
not
you put
just
into your
having a
body.
cold. Yeah,
Even
dude,
like
seriously.
eating differently.
Yeah, I've changed my diet. I mean, this is like coming from, COVID and prior times.
Yeah.
But I actually got my cousin, shout out to my personal trainer. He's
Shout
on
out.
Instagram, Anthony Camacho Hitman.
Sounds like
he
a
will
freaking
hook you up. He's a beast and he will like tear you up in a good way, like when you need it.
Yeah.
And so I've been with him for probably almost a year, probably like 9 months now.
That's
And
sick.
so he's helped me. I've lost like 20 pounds
No
and like
kidding.
almost 10% body fat since I've been with him.
Damn.
On my hobby.
And you've gained muscle too,
I've
probably.
gained 5
so
pounds
like
of muscle. And so my hobby, which now I kind of consider like weightlifting to be my hobby. But I also want to train. I'm trained to be a bodybuilder. So I'm on a bodybuilder diet. I'm on bodybuilder workouts. I do my weights and my cardio the same day. And he does all my splits. He tells me what to work out. He tells me how many sets. He does my nutrition. He tells me how many calories to eat. I do body measurements that tell me like how much I need for my specific metabolism. And so I'm fully in it,
I see you grinding too. Like you're consistent.
It's hard. It's hard to balance everything. Like I feel like sometimes I get so into school and my music that my fitness will suffer. And I'll be like, okay, I feel like I'm making excuses why I can't go to the gym right now because I have this.
It's
but
so
like,
easy.
But it is, dude. And it's just discipline, like discipline. Motivation will fade. You will not be motivated every day.
Right.
But you can make that decision to do something no matter how you feel.
For sure.
And so I'm working on that. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
You can ask my trainer. It's not perfect.
Well, like think about it. Like every time, and I'm sure you can agree, every time, like let's say you had a day you didn't want to go and then you went. And then when you're leaving, you're just like,
yes,
oh my
that
God,
feeling,
I needed that. I'm
you
so
never
glad.
regret working out.
You like, it's almost like you're recalibrating your brain a little bit.
Yep.
And like, there's so much like built up stress and energy that like, it literally builds up like a cup.
Yeah.
And if you're not like releasing it in some way or another, like it'll just affect you like times 10.
Yeah.
Your sleep patterns. Let's say you don't work out. Then you're up even later because you still have all this energy. And then the next day you wake up with the headache. And then, you know what I mean? It's like.
It's a cycle, dude. It's a cycle.
But like showing up consistently is like a key. They say it takes, I forget where I heard it from, but they said it takes like 30 days maybe 30 days or more to create a pattern, like to where you just do it without having to.
Yeah,
and if you can just do it for that many days, then it won't be as much, like it just becomes like second nature.
Yeah.
Like we're going to do it no matter what.
Yeah. And it takes time, but if you could like push that through, like it becomes second nature.
Right.
And like,
right.
I've definitely been at that spot. I don't know if I'm like there now, you know, but I've been at that spot where like my best part of my day, and still a lot of the times it is going to the gym.
Yeah.
Like it's just the best. Like I'm there alone. Sometimes my wife will come with me, but she works a lot. So I'm there alone. And it's just like my time. You put on your favorite music, you know, and you zone out. And to me, like I stare at myself while I work out, not because I'm conceited, but you know, one, you're like, you're trying to watch your form, and two, you're like, I look at myself so that I could like look myself in the eye as I struggle to lift my weights. And then I'll be like, you did it. And I watch myself do it because I'm like, I need to see myself do something hard,
right?
And see like, just literally watch yourself do it.
Yeah.
It's so inspiring.
It
like
is.
you could just get inspired through your own workouts and through seeing progress.
Yep. That's
Like,
true.
That's why I do it. I'm addicted to just seeing progress in myself. Like,
That's sick.
I'm like, how far could I get?
Yeah.
Like if I keep going with this for 20 years, like how insane could I get? You know?
You don't like your older self is like literally thanking you right now.
Dude, I hope so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like your what you do now affects you 10, 15 years from now. You're not even realizing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like people who don't take care of themselves and then they're like already 60 and they're like, wait, now I need to start doing it. It's like you could still improve, but it's like
it's not too late, but it's way harder.
Yeah, it's harder. And like you just feel better. You feel younger, you have energy. You like I can't like describe it how important it is to work out or do whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Like
any
when I
type
go,
of
it feels so good. Or when I sweat in the sauna, it's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, I love the sauna.
All the demons are just like leaving your body.
Yeah, you could feel them leaving in your sweat. You're just like, get off.
Yep. And then and then when you're so tired, you don't even have energy to like even be stressed out.
Yeah.
Like you're just like, oh, I just want to eat and sleep right now.
It's almost like a peace.
Yes.
Like a peace comes over you after a super hard workout, and there's just like nothing there, and there's quiet, at least for me. Damn. And then I'm like, all right, let's go. Like, what's next? Like, let's go tackle the next thing for the day. You know.
So in about 10 years, DJ Don't Talk will be at Coachella, jacked.
Yeah, dude, I'm gonna be squatting on stage, you
having
know,
some
in between my transitions.
Hey, we're speaking it into existence right now.
Let's do it.
I'll be right there in the front row.
Yeah, got Josh to support me.
Hell yeah. I'm stoked. I'm glad we got to hang out. It's been a long time coming.
Thanks, dude.
Like I said, it was all about
me.
timing, and I think it was the best time.
Yeah,
you got your single. You just released your first single. You're doing big things. It's all about growth, you know.
Yeah,
and it's cool to see the homies, you know, going up with you.
Yeah,
and in their own path. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love it. We could do it together in our own way.
Yeah,
you know, we'll all still be rising and supporting each other. You know?
Yeah. ATG, you could be anyone, and you go against the grain.
I love it.
Whether you're a musician, a fighter, an artist, just a regular person, like going against the grain.
Yeah, just living against the grain.
It's like a mindset, you know? It's like I say, everyone's going one way. You got to stop and think, like, what do I really want to do, you know?
Yeah.
Am I doing this just for everyone else's acceptance, or am I doing this because this is, you know, sometimes God, like, puts you on a path, and it's just in your head. You know, it's, like, weird. Like, everyone's, like, predestined to do something in their life.
Yeah.
But not everyone acts on it, you know?
Yeah.
And so the people that go against the grain are the people that act on it and decide to do it.
Yeah.
And it's easier said than done, but it's so rewarding.
I love that.
And you're doing it.
Thank you, bro.
I love it.
Thanks.
Hey, Watch Gang, I see you flexing over there.
Oh, yeah. What's up? Apple Watch Ultra.
Hey.
For the workouts.
Damn. Nah, but it's been a pleasure. Episode 76, I think. I got it right?
Yeah, I got you. I'm a numbers person.
Let's go.
Go, Josh.
I'm all, do you want to be my manager? No, I was kidding.
I got you.
No, but go follow her. Baby Don't Talk. I'm going to drop her IG in the bio. And
Thank you.
Yeah, continue to follow and support. We love you guys. Thank you again. Let's go, baby.
Yeah.